how to be a successful personal trainer in challenging times. I'm going to cover off 6 things that I believe you need to have in place for when those challenging times do hit you as a personal trainer, because they will. Let's kick off with number one that's often overlooked, and I think it's a critical one, and that is your personal finances. What do I mean by that? Well, I believe you should have between 3 and 12 months worth of savings in your bank account that you can call upon if you do go through some challenging times, because if you don't have that money available, I guarantee when you get into a consultation situation, you are going to feel a little bit desperate to get that client over the line. And I've experienced this firsthand, not for myself, but for my team. So I was going through quite a busy time in my PT studio. I'd taken on 3 PTs. I was looking for a 4th PT. I was really busy, didn't have time to do a proper vetting of the 4th PT. I took her on, and within probably 4 or 5 weeks, she'd signed up maybe 1 client, but she'd had quite a few consultations, but just couldn't convert them. We sat down, we had a conversation, and it turned out that she really needed the money, and that, I suspect, was coming across in the consultation. So make sure you've got some finances put to one side so that you can be relaxed when you go into a consultation situation. Otherwise, the clients will pick up on that. The second thing to help you become a successful personal trainer, I believe, is to have an ideal client that you're working with, someone that you are specialized in helping that has got a particular problem. So in my case, it was busy professional women over the age of 40 looking to lose anywhere between 30 and 50 pounds. So they had what was known in the world of marketing a bleeding neck problem, something they wanted to solve like immediately or as quickly as possible. And that helped me through the 2008 global crash. I was around then, that's how long I've been in the personal training business. It helped me through the Novichok attack in my city of Salisbury, where people basically stopped coming into the city, but I still had clients coming in to do their weight loss program. And it obviously helped me through what we all know happened in 2020. So having that ideal client with that bleeding neck problem is going to be huge for helping you to become a successful personal trainer, especially when times become difficult and people are penny pinching, because people will still want to invest in solving those bleeding neck problems. Number 3, you want to think about the client journey. So the client journey is really how a client goes from being a complete stranger and the steps they would take to actually exiting your program. Not just signing up, but exiting the program. Why do I say that? Because when a client finishes with you, and in my case weight loss, I know, I live in the real world, the chances are that somebody is going to put a little bit of weight back on again in the future. There's no program out there that can guarantee they'll never put weight on. I can't guarantee it, you can't guarantee it, because we can't control people's behaviors. But if we offboard them and we say something like, as I used to say, look, great working with you, I will check in with you every 3 to 4 months. If anything goes awry, please feel free to come back to me. And the number of times I've had clients come back to me, not masses, but I've certainly had clients come back to me and say, hey, can I work with you again, Eric? In fact, literally, the recording of this video, I sent out a text to a client literally today who signed back up with me, who trained with me over a decade ago. So people will come back if you end on good terms. Okay, number 4 is how you go about attracting your clients. And I recommend you use your superpower. What do I mean by that? We've all got a natural ability to communicate. Some of us are speakers, some of us are writers, some of us like to be in networking situations, some people are better on a one-to-one situation. So whatever your natural method of communication is, that's what you want to be using to start attracting clients into your business. Why? Because when things become challenging, if you are trying to attract clients using a method you do not enjoy, you will not do it. Even if you enjoy what you do, it can be challenging at times to still go out there and use that superpower to attract people into your business. So make sure you are using your superpower. And then number 5 is to have a rolling 30-day plan. People talk about having a 90-day plan. I get that, but I'll try and narrow that down to maybe 30 days, especially if you're starting out. Try not to predict too far ahead, otherwise things don't get done. 30 days, you can really keep your eyes closely on that plan, and you can make little adjustments as you go along. And as you become a bit more successful, and as you've got your roster filled up with clients, then you can maybe go to 60, 90 days. But to begin with, I'd recommend a 30-day plan, and I'll keep it super simple what you're trying to achieve on that plan. It should be people that contact you, number of consultations, number of clients. Boom, as simple as that. And obviously you'll have your methods for how you're going to do your outreach, whether that's going to be talks, social media posts, networking events, whatever it's going to be. That's all part of that 30-day plan. And the sixth and final step, it'd be remiss of me not to say this, and it's kind of self-serving, but I think you should get some sort of external accountability. Now that could be a fellow peer, somebody that's qualified with you, and you guys sort of like bounce ideas off one another. It could be a family member who knows a bit about business, ideally knows a bit about business, because if someone's never run their business before, running a business and being employed are two entirely separate things. One isn't better than the other, but they are two entirely different things. Or look to invest and have a conversation with a coach or a mentor that's in your space, that's done what you want to do and you believe can help you to get to where you want to get to. If you need any help like that, there's a link below this video. Feel free to click on it and you can book in with me for a free strategy session where we can talk about how to attract clients, what you're currently doing, how to convert those clients, and how to maybe improve those results you're getting with the clients you are attracting in. So feel free to go ahead and click on that video, link below this video, and we can have that conversation. Until then, enjoy the next videos that YouTube has put up, and bye for now.